executive. So when it comes to CS executive students, I think few of you have done with their CSEET, right? From my side, congratulations to them. And those who are from graduation, now you are entering into a professional course, that is company secretary. It's a professional course, it's not a vocational course, right? If you will go ahead with academics, there are two kinds of courses available in the market. If you are pursuing your BCom, BAF or any other bachelor degree, that is a vocational course, right? But if you are pursuing chartered accountancy, company secretary course or any other professional course like CMA, cost and management accountancy, you are pursuing a professional course. And when it comes to professional course, I feel it's going to be a bit difficult, not bit, much difficult in comparison with the vocational course, right? Right, students? Because when it comes to clearing a vocational course, it's quite very easy, because passing percentage is around 70, 80, 90%, right? Those who are sitting for the examination would have a kind of assurance that they are going to make it, right? But when it comes to company secretary course or a chartered accountancy course or a cost and management accountancy course, hardly under 10% of the student could manage to qualify the exam, and there is no assurance, no guarantee, and there is a huge risk or uncertainty associated with the exam. You may be a qualified professional, you may not be a qualified professional even after putting 100% of your hard work, right students? Can I say that much uncertainty is there when it comes to professional examination, right? Now the first question that comes into my mind is, like, if you are pursuing a professional course, students, if you are pursuing company secretary course, can I say that this is not just an academic pursuit for you? Can I say that, students? Is this just an academic qualification like 12th, 10th, graduation for you, or it is something beyond the academic qualification? What do you think, students? What do you think, students? Samiksha, Shravanti, Dilishi, what do you think? What do you feel? Is it just an academic pursuit, or you are running just behind the degree, or it is going to be your career, it is going to be the reasons of your financial success, or it is going to be the cause of your financial stability or income? What kind of degree it is? Is it just a degree or academic qualification, or it's going to be entire career of yours? Tell me, students. Shravanti, Samiksha, Dilishi, Ambar, I'm expecting an interactive session, students. I'm expecting answers from your side. Tell me. Yes.
So I think it is apart from our degree, it is a deciding part of our career.
It's a very important, even I would say that once you guys will be qualified as a company secretary, I would say that you will have rest of your life have to work as a company secretary only, right? It's a professional qualification, it is a designation, right? As I am a company secretary, I am putting in front of my name CS Rahul. CS is my identity, right? Right, students?
Yes,
right? If I would do it with my 100% dedication, with all commitment, with all whatever is desired to be a company secretary, a successful company secretary, if I'll put it up over here, I'm going to be a successful company secretary. And when it comes to a successful company secretary, I would definitely say that, yeah, those who are availing the best package in the industry, right, those who are drawing the maximum possible salary as a company secretary will only be a successful company secretary. Nobody over here is just wanted to be an average company secretary. Everyone want to have a good package after qualifying as a company secretary, right students? Right. Do you want to be an average company secretary, yes or no? Or do you want to be a successful company secretary? Tell me, what do you want? What do you want, student? The successful one, right? Speak up, students. We are friends. We are just into an interactive session, and I am expecting, guys, that you will speak up. If I am wrong, you can rectify me as well. There is no problem on that. But I feel if you are pursuing a professional course, it should not be taken as merely a degree. It should not be merely taken as a option in your career. It should be taken as a stand alone or a single pursuit that you are pursuing to be a successful professional in that field, right? That is my thought process. If you're doing something, you should do it wholeheartedly. You should do it with your 100% devotion, dedication and commitment. Whatever best you can do, you should do it in order to prove your worth as a professional, right? Right, student, it's your duty, right? Right, student, that's my thought process. That's my thought process. Okay, so first thing is very clear. CS is not going to be just a degree. CS is going to be your future, and as it is going to be your future, you guys are 100% committed, sir. Whatever it requires, we are going to put everything, whether it's time, energy, money or whatsoever. We'll put our 100% to be a successful company secretary, and we are not over here just to attend a session or just to search for a classes. We are here to gain something which is really required to be a successful company secretary, not just required to be a company secretary. Remember students, अगर आप सिर्फ company secretary बनने के पीछे भागोगे ना, तो इंडिया में lot of company secretaries are working. Those who are working with 5 lakh, 6 lakh, 7 lakh का package, and there are company secretaries who are working with the packages in crores. Okay. The highest paid company secretary is Dev Bajpai sir, who is also a director of HUL, Hindustan Unilever Limited. If you want, I can share his credentials, because as per Companies Act 2013, remuneration of directors need to be disclosed in the annual report. So his remuneration has been disclosed, which is around 10 CR per annum. So इंडिया में ऐसे कंपनी सेक्रेटरीज भी हैं जो करोड़ों में रेमुनरेशन निकाल रहे हैं, और ऐसे कंपनी सेक्रेटरीज भी हैं जो स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं. मुझे ऐसा लगता है रीज़न सिर्फ एक है इसका, कि स्टूडेंट का अप्रोच गलत हो जाता है. स्टूडेंट्स क्या सोचते हैं, दे विल टेक इट लाइक कि दे जस्ट वांटेड टू क्वालिफाई कंपनी सेक्रेटरी कोर्स, दे जस्ट वांटेड टू क्वालिफाई कंपनी सेक्रेटरी कोर्स as a degree, not as a career, sole career or individual career, which is going to support them to make money, right students? So approach बहुत professional रखनी है, right? अब पता है, जब मैं किसी भी ग्रुप में कुछ पोस्ट करता हूँ या मैं कुछ भी बोलता हूँ, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है जो फर्स्ट अप्रोच होती है ना, व्हेन इट कम्स टू कंपनी सेक्रेटरी कोर्स और CS एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रिपरेशन, I would always urge and request students, go and search for the passing percentage of CS executive. Go and check the passing percentage of CS executive. I have checked in December 2023. The passing percentage of CS executive is around 7%. If I'll average out for module 1 and module 2, it will be around 7%, right? Right students, you can see, even you can search over the Google, right students?
Yes, sir.
Means if I would interpret the result, I would say that hardly 6 to 7 student could manage to clear the attempt, and 93 student could fail in the given attempt, right students? Means 93% is the failing rate and passing rate is around 7%. Now what is the approach of students generally? What kind of approach students are adopting, when preparing for company secretary executive program? They'll qualify their CSET. After that, they'll search for the branded classes or reputed classes. They'll join the classes, they'll attend the classes, they'll finish up the syllabus, and they'll appear for the exam. Beta, if joining the classes is the solution, then this result could have been 40-50% right, or even 80%, right students? If joining classes is the solution, I think 90% students are joining the classes, more than 90%, right? Hardly 2-3-5% student you will see those who are preparing by their own, right? So if 90% students are joining the classes and hardly 7% students are clearing the exam, I would say that 83% or more than 83% students are wasting their money, time and energy, right? Just joining the classes is not the solution. You need a kind of mentorship, you need a kind of support, you need a kind of daily accountability, you need a kind of hand-holding support if you want to qualify this exam, right students? Right? So this is the first thing that I would say. That second thing, first thing I told you very clear, CS is not an academic pursuit, it is going to be your career. You have to be committed in order to be a successful company secretary. Your dream should be a successful company secretary. Your dream should not be what, just to qualify the exam. If you are going to qualify the exam, you would be from average company secretary, but you do not want to be an average when it comes to your professional qualification, right? Second thing I told you very clearly, passing percentage is quite very below. Just joining the classes is not the solution. Either it's me or any other classes. You have to put your hard work, you have to put your self study, you have to put your dedication on place if you want to qualify it, and if you want to make it in very first attempt of yours, right students?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, what is the reason why the students are not clearing the exam? I have gone through with certain reports issued by institute. According to the institute's report, why very less number of students are qualifying the exam. First problem with the students are they're not having the conceptual clarity. They are running behind learning the provisions of law. But when you are pursuing a professional course, beta, you need to understand application of whatever you are studying in your theoretical portion, right? If you'll go through with the paper pattern, no beta, past year paper pattern, you will get to know that almost all the papers are carrying 70 to 80% case based question. Which kind of questions, students? Case based questions. Okay, as they are asking case based question or application based question, can I say that institute is expecting you to understand how these theoretical provision of law is applicable in practical life, right students?
Yes,
they are not expecting you to learn the section numbers, they're not expecting you to learn the provisions. Lot of teachers, lot of coaches, lot of mentors are saying that language does matter, they are saying that section number does matter. But I would always say that if the institute is asking case based question, institute is expecting you to understand that how these theoretical provisions are going to be applicable in practical life. They are trying to make you understand the application of theoretical knowledge. They are expecting you to have an applied knowledge rather than theoretical understanding, right students? So if you are not conceptually sound in any provision of the law, it is quite very difficult to qualify the exam, specifically when it comes to almost all the papers of law. Out of 7 papers, 5 core papers are related with business and commercial laws. So in 5 paper, institute is having 80%, 70 to 80% of case based approach. So first reason that I found, and institute found it, that why the students could not manage to qualify CS executive in very first single attempt, they do not have clarity, conceptual clarity or application based clarity. Got my point? Is it clear? Is it clear,
sir.
student? Second, I feel majority of students are blindly relying on the classes. A lot of classes are marketing with different concepts and thoughts, or their own way of teaching. Everyone is good, no class is bad at all. But remember beta, you are preparing for professional course, you are not preparing for vocational course. It's not 12th or 10th or graduation where 20 questions has been given by your classes and you have to solve it, and after reading and going through with those 20 questions, you're going to make it in your exam, right? You need to understand there is a reason, there is a requirement of getting into self-study, right? If you are not studying by yourself, right, and if you're thoroughly spending the time throughout the day in the class, 8 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours lectures if you are attending, when you will get time for self-study, right? And if you will not study self-study, if you will not go ahead with self-study, you will have no doubts, right? If you will have no doubts, you will have no conceptual clarity, right students? So self-study is going to be essential. You need to have a proper schedule for self-study. If you're not going through with the self-study, you're not preparing, you're just attending the classes, right students?
Yes, sir.
Further, I feel the problem with majority of the students are they don't understand that when it comes to any exam, whether it is UPSC, which is the most difficult exam of this nation, or whether it is CAT, CLAT, or whatsoever difficult table of exam you are facing, if you're not referring past year papers, you are not preparing for the exam beta. Past year paper sets the benchmark, right? Past year papers will tell you what kind of paper pattern institute would adopt, right? What kind of question institute is going to ask, right students? So if you are not referring the past year question, that I have seen majority of students, 60 to 70% student, I have heard from them, they haven't touched the past year papers. So beta, if you're not referring past year paper, do you think that you can expect what kind of question institute is gonna ask you in your attempt? No, not at all, right? right students? If you cannot
Yes.
crack the past year
Yes.
papers, how you can crack your attempt paper, right? Your attempt is going to be surprise for you if you're not referring the past year papers, because the way module or study material has been designed and the paper pattern that has been given by the institute is totally different. If you'll go through the entire module 10 times now and you will pick up 1 year ka paper or 1 attempt ka paper, you will realize that you are very you are very poor in terms of solving the paper. So just going through with the study material is not the solution. What you'll have to do is past year papers you have to refer. Got my point, students? Is it clear?
Yes,
Getting
sir.
my point? So these are all are the now the another problem that I find students are facing is majority of the institute, majority of the classes, majority of the students are focusing only on attending the classes. They would have no consistency in terms of giving the test. People are committing that they are going to conduct 10 tests per module. I would say that test should be the part of daily evaluation. It should be the part of daily schedule, right? Every day there should be a test so that you will have a kind of accountability, a kind of seriousness, a kind of commitment that whatever you have studied in today, right, by today, you have to appear for the exam on the same day so that you will have clarity whether you are capable enough to crack the questions associated with that topic or not. Right, students? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Getting my point?
Yes,
So
sir.
these all are the essentials what I feel. So what we have decided that we'll conduct a mentorship program for CS executive students, okay? CS executive students, where we have strategized certain points I feel always that students should have while preparing for CS executive. First point, I thought, like, if you're preparing and attending the classes, the moderate hours of the classes should not be more than 5 hours worth for both the module and 3 hours for maximum for one single module, right? If you will have to attend 8 hours of class, I feel you would not be able enough to go for self-study, right students? So the hours of the classes should be little conservative rather than organizing multiple classes in a day, or rather than organizing hours of classes in a day. Better to keep it in conservative part. Put up the lecture for less 1 hour or 1.5 hours so that student would have a time for revision, right students?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, I feel that whatever notes that has been provided by the institute, whether it's us or any other institute, first thing should be very clear that institute's study material need to be thoroughly covered in the notes given by the institute. It should not be merely cut copy paste of the institute study material. I have seen so many notes, they are just cut copy paste of the institute study material. The language of institute study material is so difficult. It is very difficult for the student to crack, and I told you very clearly that institute is not expecting any standard of language. They just want to check your understanding of how these provisions are practically applicable. So I think whatever notes that is being provided by the institute should be designed in such a manner that they should entirely cover the ICSI study material in student friendly language, and all past year questions should be the part of that notes, so that you will have one single book to refer for one single subject. You need not to refer 3, 4, 5 multiple books to complete one single subject, right students? Because you're, even if I am teaching you something, this is my habit, once you'll start attending my demo lectures, you will get to know that everything you are gonna learn in the class itself. But even in spite of making you learn everything in the class, I feel in order to retain it in your mind, you guys have to revise it. And for revision, you cannot watch my lecture again and again, right? What you'll have to refer is the notes, right students? So notes should be student friendly, point number 1, and it should cover all past year questions without any excuse, because if you are not referring past year question, I told you, you are not going to qualify the exam. If you're not going through with the study material of institute, you are not going to clear the exam. So in our notes, once you'll start attending them, I'll share few notes with you. You will get to know that we have covered the entire study material thoroughly. Each and every point of study material is the part of our notes, and then all the past year questions are part of our notes. Is it clear? So our notes are giving you 360-degree solution for the exam. Is it clear? Now after getting our notes, you need not to refer institute's guideline answer, you need not to refer institute study material, you need not to refer any other reference book available in the market. Is it clear? Got my point? Further, I feel test should be the part of everyday activities. Even those who are preparing for June attempt, we are also conducting revision batches and lot more activities we are doing to make sure that those who are attempting for exam should get hand holding support. But it should be the routine that if we are conducting early morning lecture or late evening lecture, every day there should be a time of 15 minutes to 30 minutes ka test time, so that every day whatever you have studied, you will have a kind of pressure that at the end of the day you have to attempt for a test, right? Right, students? Every day we do conduct test by 10 p.m. so that you guys can appear for the test and you can evaluate whatever you have done in a day, whether it was worth doing or not, or you are lacking somewhere, so that you will have clarity and you can rectify from the next test. Got my point, students? Is it clear? Getting everything? Now further, I have kept the strategic timing. We majorly focuses on working students or students who are having their colleges as well. So either we are keeping early morning sessions or late evening sessions. Early morning session may be 6:30 to 9 ke beech ka time, and late evening session will be 8 to 10 ke beech ka time, so that you will have throughout the day, the full day will be available with you for self study or other work. Got my point, students? So early morning you will be free, or late evening you will be occupied. Throughout the day, time will be available with you for self study. Is it clear? Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Now the next feature is पता है बेटा मुझे क्या लगता है, what I feel when it comes to theoretical lectures, no, I always insist, if I am teaching, I always insist after each and every provision I would ask student what you have learned out of it, because I feel learning is all about studying is all about learning, it's not all about clearing the exam. So मेरा focus तो ये definitely रहता है that every section, every provision should be repeated in the class in so many times, so that you can learn everything in the class without any excuse, so that you need not to put much efforts for revision. If you have attended my 2-hour lecture, it will take hardly 15-20 minutes to revise the entire lecture by yourself. Is it clear? So I would try to make things, I'll share a few lectures, recorded lectures of mine. I am, even most of my student knows me because of this pattern, that sir, you revise so many times in the class that we learn things in the class itself, so we need not to put much hard work after the class. So this is my thought, because I feel like if after attending the class you have to again spend 1 or 2 hours of revision by yourself, then what is the sense of attending the long lectures, right? Right, students? Theory should be learned in the class itself. That is my focus, that is my thought specifically for theory subject, and I do take all theory subjects only. Got my point, students? Is it clear? I told you we used to provide assignments to the students in order to make sure that whatever is being theoretically learned, as institute is also going to ask majority questions from application based criteria, we are also putting application based assignments, so that you can connect whatever is being learned in a practical life, right? Right, students?
Yes,
And
sir.
I feel
Yes, sir.
if you are pursuing company secretary course, as I clearly told you that you are not the single one who is pursuing CS course, and you are not going to be the single one who is going to qualify this attempt, right? But definitely those who would have certain additional things with them, additional certifications with them, additional skills with them, they'll have edge over others, right? Right, students? So during your journey of CS executive, we prefer over a period of 1 year, along with clearing your CS executive, you should also go ahead with 3 NISM certification, that is a SEBI certification, Security Exchange Board of India certification, conducted by National Institute of Securities Market, costing hardly 4-5,000 for all 3 certifications. That is the examination fees. Coaching is free with CS Executive, and 2 Green Mentors ESG certification, that is environmental, social and governance certification. Because beta, CS is a multidisciplinary profession. You would have very much clarity that after becoming company secretary in which area you want to work. So this certification will give you a kind of specialization in particular sector related with company secretaries. And definitely if you will have your CS Executive along with these additional certifications, logically I would say that you would have edge over others, right, for getting the articleship, for getting the placements, for getting the job opportunities, right? If you are having something more, you will get something more from the market, right? Right, students?
Yes,
is it clear?
yes,
So this
yes,
is
sir.
how we do conduct classes. I generally seek only those students who are quite very serious, very committed, very dedicated towards this course. I don't like those who will take it like just they are doing it for the sake of doing something or showing the people that they are engaged with some assignment. I don't like such kind of people. If you are committed, even you cannot sustain in my routine lectures, you would not be able to handle the pressure if you will not take it seriously, because I usually put up so much pressure on the student that beta kar rahe ho to do it properly, otherwise don't do it. Is it clear? Got my point, students? So soon we are in the process of conducting multiple sessions nowadays around as of now NISM, one of NISM certification is going on. So I think Dilishri is attending that, Amber is attending nowadays, Sadaf and Samiksha. I'll share the link and details of that certification. For the time being, 2-3 days you can attend it. Once we'll start with executive demo lectures, I'll update you students, okay, and you will start attending demo lectures. After attending 3 to 5 demo lectures, if you are comfortable with the way we are teaching, you guys can join us for CS Executive Mentorship Program. Got my point, Samiksha and Sadaf?
Yes, sir.
For the time being, to keep you engaged, from tomorrow and onwards, Sadaf and Samiksha start attending 4 days now. Last 4 days are pending for NISM, one of the class of certification. I'll share the details with you. I'll share the study material with you. You guys can attend that 4 days ka sessions, okay, and you can finish one of the certification with us, okay. That is free of cost. We are not charging anything for that certificate. Is it clear? Is it clear, Sadaf and Samiksha? Any other doubts, students? Any other doubt? Any doubt, Sadaf, Samiksha, Amber?
No, sir.
Okay, so from tomorrow, Samiksha, Sadaf start attending what beta? NISM certification. Around by 23rd or 24th, we'll start with the CS Executive demo sessions. Okay, then you will start attending CS Executive demo session, including Dilishri. Hope you guys are satisfied. We have spent 30 minutes together. If you are having any kind of doubt related with company secretary course, related with CS Executive, related with anything, I'm giving you 2 minutes ka time. Think about it and ask the questions, okay?